My name's Erin.
And I'm Sean.
And we have a cat named Martini, who is gonna be 8 years old this summer. Martini is a lot of fun when she's in a good mood.
Hi, everyone.
But when she's mean, she's not that lovely.
Whoa.
She's just really aggressive when she doesn't want to play anymore. She'll all of a sudden turn on you. She'll growl at you. She'll swat you as hard as she possibly can.
The worst thing was after we were playing, she bit me. It's like a snap, you know? She just gets me good.
It's a really awful feeling when she does attack him. It's not fair to him because he's just trying to love on her like a dad would. It breaks my heart.
Martini is not a fan of any other animals at all. We had tried to foster 3 other cats, and she wants absolutely nothing to do with them.
Martini doesn't hate just other cats. She actually hates kids too. We have a 7-year-old niece, and Martini has attacked her on several occasions. I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm a bad mom because I'm not doing the right thing to make it better for her. And that's just heartbreaking. She's truly my first baby, and I can't ever see her out of my life.
Why, hello.
Hi, Jackson.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm Erin.
Erin, good to meet you.
Hi, I'm Sean.
Sean, good to meet
Very
you,
nice
man.
to meet you.
Look at what we got here.
That's Martini.
That is
It's
Martini.
Martini. And is Martini your only cat?
Martini's our only cat. She won't let us have any other cats.
Tell me a little bit about Martini.
Well, I got Martini when she was 3 weeks old.
Yeah.
She actually was abandoned by her mom. So my friend called and said, would you want a kitten? And I said, absolutely. But she got really sick. And so we had to take her to the vet, and she almost died. They diagnosed it as feline parvo.
Really? What Erin is calling feline parvo, when contracted as a kitten, will almost certainly result in death. But if they do survive it, it will lead to further complications later in life. What is that?
The other thing is, too, she won't play as actively as I've seen other cats play. She'll play a little bit and then she gets done. Like, she doesn't want to. And I think it's, part of being deaf.
Oh, she's deaf.
So we're not sure if she was born that way or if it was because she had 106 fever at one point.
If they're going to survive 106 over a couple of days,
Yeah.
deafness happens.
Yeah.
Well, now that I know that Martini's deaf, I'm going to approach her in a whole different way. It's so important to remember that when a prey animal is compromised in a sensory way, you have to play with that as opposed to against it. What else is going on with you guys and Martini?
We have a niece, and since she was a kid, she's loved cats. Well, Martini has totally transitioned her to not like cats because she attacks. She will start gurring at her, and then all of a sudden just come out and slash at her.
So in terms of kids, she's not a big fan.
No.
We really want to start a family. We really want to have a baby.
Okay.
So we bring a baby human into the world. How is she going to react to that?
You're not telling me that you haven't started a family because of her.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously?
I'm scared. I don't want to give up my baby
Of course.
because I want to have a baby and I don't want to have to choose.
That's a heavy, heavy place to be. And is that really, at the end of this, why I'm here?
Yeah.
So our goal together is to assess whether having a baby with Martini is even feasible?
Yeah.
Correct.
What if not?
I don't know. It's not something I even want to
Right.
deal with.
This is an unbelievably tough situation with incredibly high stakes. At the end of this, Erin and Sean are going to have a cat that they feel comfortable having a newborn around, or I'm going to wind up advising them that they're right, that it's not safe to start a family with this cat. And either way, I'm always going to tell my clients the truth.
We want to have friends over and enjoy that, but we don't have them over because we're so worried about her attacking them.
So you don't have people come over here, you're not expanding your family. That's a lot of pressure to put on, this 8-pound cat. What's the worst damage she's ever done to another human?
She really had attacked my mom pretty bad, where she just had scratches all over her arms and had gotten bit by her.
Bit also?
Yeah, oh yeah. She bites
Bites it.
him a lot.
She bites me a lot and scratches me a lot. Like, we'll be playing,
Maybe playing.
and then all of a sudden, it's like a switch goes off, and then she becomes
What does your
mean.
play look like with her?
Very like,
Oh yeah.
this is contempt.
Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. In my experience, deaf cats can be more sensitive to overstimulation than other cats because they know that they're missing something when it comes to their senses. Turning her into like a little calico flapjack. The way Sean's playing with her, stimulating her, I can see that wild-eyed look start to come across Martini, and every fiber in my being wants to warn Sean, but I gotta let it happen.
Whoa,
And there it is. That is an invitation to an ass whooping. Well, knowing that Martini attacks, especially when she's in the tree, I want to go over there and see what I can do, both on the positive and negative side, to establish how hair trigger she is, and of course, at the end of all this, is her behavior predictable or not? I can tell immediately that as compared to when I first walked in here, she's got a little bit of a
Yeah, a little attitude now.
little thing going on now. So I want to see if when this comes out, now, of course, wow. And look, the tail is still going. She's suddenly
Yeah, she's
become
really
much
rough me
more
now.
hyper aware of my hand. I'm coming in here. I'm just going to do a little petty pet. Let me see what happens here. That's okay. Now, what happens if I come back in? And there it is.
Sorry.
And there it is.
Oh my
Don't
gosh, sorry,
apologize.
Jackson.
I totally asked for that.
I just feel bad.
Don't apologize for her. Following your cat, excuse me.
go for it.
In challenging Martini on her cat tree, I found that she reacted fairly predictably for a deaf cat. With a deaf cat, you don't want to come around with your hands to their rear side. You want them to be able to see what your hands are doing at all times. I did the opposite just now, and she reacted. And that's good information going forward as I continue to assess her. Okay, so this is the Martini McKing room.
This is her room.
What do I want to do? Huh, that is interesting.
I feel like that's so common for cats to want to play, and she just doesn't.
Stay here.
Sure.
I'll be right back. I just keep wanting to test different toys with her and see where she's at in terms of her general level of interests, because what I can validate from what I'm seeing is that she doesn't really track toys. Now I've tried this twice, and twice I'm getting the same response from Martini. That lets me know that deafness is not the only after effect on the table right now. Does she tend to respond to shiny stuff more than? Nope, she does not.
Nope.
She definitely loves my case, but she loves my case because there's treats inside my case, right?
We knew that was going to happen.
Judging from Martini's lack of responses, I think that Martini is having trouble tracking things. Her vision is probably compromised to some degree, and that definitely has something to do with the virus that she suffered as a young kitten, and that's affecting her ability to play. Now, that doesn't mean that Martini can't play. It just means that we got to come up with some creative solutions. Now, I have a little bit of baby food on a spoon. Yes, we like that. We're gonna get that sort of motor going here a little bit. And now, I'm gonna see where I can lead her. All the way in the box. And there we go. Come on. Beautiful.
Good girl.
You see what we just did?
Yeah.
We just kept her attention on one thing for the entire duration of an action. As sure as we are that if your niece came over here right now, she'd get her butt kicked, are you sure that if you had a baby that she'd freak out?
You know, we had one friend that had a baby, and Martini walked all over the carrier, and then when the baby just moved, she got freaked out and started hissing at her. That scared me as a future mom. I don't want the baby to be in the crib and Martini wanders and comes in the crib and attacks her. I don't feel comfortable enough moving forward with that until I know that she can behave herself.
Yeah.
You know, I really feel for these guys, and now it's time to start working towards improving the situation. But it all starts with Sean and Erin getting to know who their cat really is and isn't. Let me start with what I think is going on here for Martini. She has this stigma over the top of her that she's a bad cat. Well, she's not a bad cat. She's a survivor.
Yeah.
You guys, I don't know that if you're aware of this or not. What you call feline parvo is panleukopenia. Panleukopenia, as far as viruses go, is the most fatal. She's deaf because she had a 106-degree fever that went on for a couple days, and that is what happens. You don't have a demon cat, you have a special needs cat.